Spirit and power Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is all biblical prophecy. It says Russia and Iran warn U.S. over future red lines in Syria. And that's Ezekiel 38, man. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 38. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief priests of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them. And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Talk about the USSR, man, which broke off, I believe, in 1990 in December. And basically, the NATO was to come against Russia, man. Basically, that was supposed to be like the counterattack. That's what NATO was for, man. But it's gonna backfire, because even the beast is gonna turn on America, man. The whore. The great whore. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Talk about the USSR. You know, Lithuania, Armenia, Moldova, Kyrgyzstan, Turkestan, Kazakhstan. You know, Georgia, Lithuania. All those countries are going to come together, man. The USSR is going to form again. Which it didn't go nowhere anyway. The Cold War didn't go nowhere anyway, man. The Cold War is going to get hot. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is the Iran today, Persia, they're the Persians, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar, the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia's going to be a guard unto Iran. That's why, and this whole thing with Syria, that's basically an attack on Iran, man. And Russia. Because Russia told Obama not to fuck with Syria, and Obama backed off. But Trump, ego-faced Trump, he was dead set against ego-faced Trump is dead set against Syria. He didn't hesitate, because Trump is that dude, man. Trump is for the trumpets, man. The last Trump, man. We at that time, we're sounding that Trump, man. That warning that the missiles are coming, man.
According to Russia and Iran, who've threatened to respond with force to similar action. In a joint statement, allies of President Assad's government described the strikes carried out in response to a chemical attack on civilians as an aggression on Syria. Already on Friday, Russia warned the move would further
the United States is such a hypocrite. All the millions of Yemeni people they killed, Afghanistan, Iraq, they're going to talk about some chemical attack, man.
Damage ties with Washington. In Parliament, one member of the Putin-supporting Fair Russia Party had this stark warning. Such strikes are not an act just against Syria, but also against Russia. When the Americans struck the airport, they didn't know if our citizens were there or not. This could lead to a repetition of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, it is.
The Russian and American...
It is. That's the scriptures, man. That USSR, that Most High put that spirit into the Russians to get roused up, man. For this Third World War.
Ministers are due to meet in Moscow this week. On Sunday, the US Secretary of State said Russia had failed to prevent Damascus from carrying out a chemical attack.
Clearly, they are Bashar al-Assad's current ally. They should have the greatest influence on Bashar al-Assad, and certainly his decisions to use chemical weapons, they should have the greatest influence on him to cause him to no longer use those. I hope that Russia is thinking carefully about its continued alliance with Bashar al-Assad, because every time one of these horrific attacks occurs, it draws Russia closer into some level of responsibility.
Turkey, which welcomed the US strikes, joined in the criticism of Russia on Sunday. Its foreign minister said he told his Russian counterpart that Moscow had failed to prevent breaches in the Syrian ceasefire. As the issue echoed across the Middle East, Iran's President Rouhani slammed Donald Trump on Sunday for attacking Syria without UN backing and criticized...
Yeah, that's breaking international law. And that's scriptural. Iran and the Persians in the Bible. So Russia's going to be a guard onto them, man. They're going to fuck around with Iran. They've been wanting to fuck with Iran. They're circling Iran as we speak. United States, Babylon. And they're going to attack Iran. They're going to do something real fucking stupid that's going to cause the Russians to snap. The Russians are going to snap. They're going to do something real stupid. Which that Syria thing was a crazy move. Was poking the bear. But they're going to fuck with Iran. They're going to do something with Iran, and Russia's going to be a defense to them. It's on, man. We at the door. We at the door of this third world war, man. Wars and rumors of wars. That's the vibration that's in the air right now, that's on the earth.
The countries in the region for supporting the US action.